When last we left our intrepid adventurers, they were trying to escape from the city of Deserata. A true man named Buttonwillow is leading them towards the temple. As they get close, they see a horde of sheesh near the front gates of the temple. Buttonwillow tells the party that there's no time to wait for them to go. They need to attack now, before more of the creatures gather. Marcus shakes his head and says there's another way. The party is confused as he leads them a block away from the temple into a small house. Marcus says that this is a special paladin secret. Inside the house, they go down a set of stairs into the cellar, and after moving a secret wall, they come to a tunnel. Marcus says that sometimes the paladins like to go out drinking after the temple gates are locked for the night. This is a special paladin thing. They enter the tunnel and are soon in the lower sections of the temple. Akai asks how they're going to get out of the city because they're in the cellar of a temple. Is there another tunnel? Morgan tells her that some of the very old temples have gates hidden in them. These priest gates are only usable by priests. The group bids Buttonwillow goodbye, and they make their way deeper into the catacombs. As the group enters the huge cavern where the gate is, suddenly they're ambushed by a hail of arrows. In the grotto, they see the Jacanis and Cherie Hostigos. The party knows that they're doomed, what with the number of creatures she brought and the Jacanis herself. The beasts lurch forward, and Cherie is moving towards Marcus. Scala fires bolts of energy at the Jacanis, while Morgan starts using her power to activate the gate. It's a slow process. Finn and Akai cover each other and are amazed that Seraph has done nothing but fall to his knees and raise his arms towards Distaria in worship. The creatures ignore him and come towards them. Marcus tries to get to Cherie, but he needs to hack his way through hordes of sheesh first. Scala notes that Distaria isn't using any spells and figures maybe she doesn't want to hit her own troops, so she's holding her fire. Scala isn't sure, but she aims her spells high and fights back. Akai flicks and stabs at creatures, driving them back. Finn touches Seraph on the head and sings a few notes of a song. The song breaks the enchantment that he was under. He springs to his feet and with a sword pushes back on the horde. Many of the things now have backed off from Marcus. Cherie uses that moment to jump in and stab at him, but the aim is bad and the weapon goes skidding off his armor. Marcus brings the blade across, but there's no power in his blow either, and Cherie is merely swatted aside rather than deeply wounded. In the far corner of the catacomb, Morgan is kneeling in front of the arch that is the gate. She chants the ritual of opening, and the space between the frame grows dark, and a cool wind blows into the room. The sheesh, being afraid of magic, pull back from the party, despite Distaria screaming at them to advance. She points at one of the creatures and holds out her hand towards it. The monster's heart bursts from his chest and flies to Distaria's hand. She screams that if the sheesh want to be afraid of magic, she will give them real magic to be afraid of. The sheesh scream at the party and burst forward again.